What if I were to tell you right now there is an underground system that you can use to get in touch with many hot random girls, have great conversations with them, and they will end up in your home, on your bed, waiting for you. Now let's be absolutely clear on this. This surefire method allows you to, 1, attract and hook up with random hot women online. 2, have great conversations which turn them on and leave them wanting more. And 3, meet up, drive them wild, and have them literally jumping at you. Hi, I'm JT Tran. I'm also known as the Asian Playboy. You may have heard of me. I've been featured on national television. Segments dedicated to me on dating, specifically in the art of picking up women. Thousands of men have been transformed into far more attractive versions of themselves, successfully enabling them to be romantically involved with many women through my guidance. However, dating, like life, is a constantly evolving process. If you don't change, you'll get left by the wayside, wither, and die alone. And that's the cold hard truth. Women get smarter. They become wise to the ways of men who approach them and regurgitate premeditated scripts and corny pickup lines. For the majority of men, it is getting harder and harder to meet and date women because they've been programmed to believe that all men are douchebags. But with technology, there are a ton of dating sites and apps popping up with literally millions of women on them. And what do these women want? One simple thing. They want that extra spice in life. They want a man who literally knows how to push their buttons, especially the button marked on. Think about it. Women are bored. They wake up bored. Brush their boring teeth, eat their same boring breakfast, go to the same boring job, come home to the same boring TV, eat the same boring food, have the same boring sex, then go to their same boring bed. They're yearning for fun and excitement. And where do they go to escape their mundane lives? Why? Their laptops and phones. Like in all romance novels and movies, they're just waiting for the right man to come up to her with the right words at the right time. Sure, it sounds like a lot to process, but when you do it right, she'll be completely at your mercy, begging for more. And that's why today there's someone you must meet. Jesse, a graduate of one of my boot camps, has successfully combined the art of pickup and online dating and elevated the dating game to a whole new level. Just imagine being able to chat up girls from the comforts of your own home, to understand the science behind being successful in online dating, never fearing rejection or getting a friend zone. But hey, before I ruin the surprise for you guys, I'm going to hand it over to Jesse, who's going to blow your mind with what he has discovered. Over to you, buddy.
Hey guys, Jesse here. I know you're probably dying to find out what this is all about. After all, this program is recognized as one of the best in meeting, seducing, and bringing women, all from the comfort of your own home. By the way, before all that, there's one thing you must do. Hold your smartphone up, give it a kiss, and repeat after me. Thank you, buddy, for everything you're about to do for me. Because your phone has just become your best friend. Heck, it's become your best friend, wingman, matchmaker, pimp, everything power-packed in one little gadget. But before we go any further, let's be perfectly honest with each other. You're probably here because you just haven't had any luck meeting women. Maybe you tense up when talking to a hot girl. Maybe approaching random women on the street or in a nightclub just isn't your cup of tea. But the one thing I do know, you want exactly what I want. To know how to confidently chat up women without fear of rejection or humiliation. You know the cheat codes in games? The ones where you can enter some special codes and get some abilities or gives you new weapons or more health? I'm talking about those which put you in God mode, making you virtually invincible. I'm about to hand you those abilities when it comes to picking up women. In short, you cannot and will not fail. But there are 3 things you need to know beforehand. This will not work for you if you want to try to pick up women using corny one-liners like, "Nice clothes, can I talk you out of it?" This will not help you if you're already successful taking women home on most nights. This is also not for you if you're too afraid to make positive changes in your life and make yourself more attractive to everyone around you. So if you're not serious about being the most amazing online chick magnet, which literally will have women begging to want to know you better, you need to leave now. And if you're one of the few lucky ones who managed to jump on board with this program, here are some of the secrets that this will empower you with. The LAY formula, which when used correctly makes you instantly irresistible to any woman online. The panty remover approach, which once mastered removes all possibility of rejection. Your lonely days are over, starting now. Drop the F-bomb. With this method, you'll make a girl wet by helping her imagine herself f***ing your brains out before you even meet her in person. The text seduction technique, where you learn how to use texting as your very own secret emotional and sexual remote control. Turn her on, drive her wild, make her beg for more regardless if you're at work, in a car, or even with another girl. The TNA trap, which when set makes any woman unconsciously think about you and get magnetically attracted to you just from looking at your profile. Learn to identify a woman's invisible desires. Find out how to approach any woman online and know exactly what to say to send her into a sexual overdrive, making her want to talk to you, be with you, force herself onto you. By the way, here's a couple of fun facts. 50 Shades of Grey is a sad joke, puny of plot, by the Huffington Post. Quote, it made Twilight look like War and Peace, by Salman Rushdie. Quote, like a Bronte devoid of talent and is, quote, dull and poorly written, by the New York Times. So why was 50 Shades the fastest ever selling paperback of all time? Because it gave women the opportunity to live out their deepest, darkest fantasies. And now you're about to help them realize their fantasies and then live it out in real life. I'm going to show you how to make any woman release all her pent-up sexual urges onto you. Not for the faint of heart. This really is the type of program which holds nothing back. I'll be honest here, it'll take a while to learn, practice, and master. But over the next 2 weeks, you'll be steadily transformed and start getting mind-blowing results. Look, forget about those so-called pickup artists who promise you 100% success immediately and betting 3 girls every night. Those guys are all hot air and no substance. Instead, what you'll be getting is simply results, results, results. From PF, the text, voicemail, and call templates. Freaking golden if you ask me. You just copy and paste and see results. From Ben J. In the end, I wanted beautiful, high-quality, interesting, and adventurous women in my life, and now I have them. Thanks. From Joey W. The techniques work, period. If you are looking for a boot camp where you can see the impossible happen, this is the boot camp to take. From Gary H. I never thought I could hashtag close a 9 or 10 blonde. It blew my mind. Now, the amazing thing about this program is that there are literally thousands of guys who have already used this and found out just how amazing life can be when used to connect and create sexual desire with hot, intelligent, sexy women. By the way, it doesn't matter if you're broke, short, fat, bald, or possess absolutely zero sense of humor. Get Girls From Home will hold your hand every step of the way until you master it. In short, you have no excuse, and I can guarantee you that you will succeed, because in a few short moments, you're going to find out just how to use this program to transform your life. But before we get into it, let me tell you why I want to help you succeed with women. Before you start trusting me and putting faith in me, I want to let you know a deep, dark secret I've kept hidden all these years. After all, it's only fair since you're about to place your future in my hands. You see, it never was easy for me with the ladies. I'm not your typical impeccably dressed, amazingly built, super confident, egoistic, bad boy type pickup artist. Heck, you see me on the street, you would walk right past me. Don't get me wrong, I'm no bum or slouch, but I'm also not what people would categorize as handsome, rich, or funny. I really pretty much look like an average Joe, but with one amazing gift. Before I get into detail about what that gift is, let me tell you a short story. In my younger days, I wasn't what teachers would call a genius or bright. I wasn't outgoing. I didn't participate in the debate team or even join the chess club. It was just me, keeping to myself, going straight home after school, playing computer games, and joining my guild buddies for dungeon raids. Obviously, as a result, all through college, I hardly met any girls. Heck, I was so shy, I could barely bring myself to ask women for directions or even discuss tasks or assignments. My prom night, I hung out with my fellow guildies playing World of Warcraft. That didn't mean I had a lack of interest in women, though. I was attracted to them for sure, but I sure wasn't even close to being a ladies' man. My first crush, Katie Marshall in 6th grade. I gave her a Valentine's card I made. She ran off crying. Burn. Jennifer Kahn laughed out loud when I asked her if we could study together after school. Burn. After 3 months of going out, I thought we were dating. Ellie Simmons told me I care for you like a brother. Double burn. Yeah, there were many more disappointments in that area. Different times, different girls, different excuses. The one thing in common? They always went with the big brutish idiots who treated them like garbage. They tossed them aside when they were done and headed on to the next flavor of the month. These are the same idiots who disrespect them, break their hearts, and yet women flock to them like sheep ready for slaughter. Of course, when the girls were brokenhearted, they'd always come to good old Jesse. The shoulder to cry on, the guy who understands, the sweetie who'll take care of you, the man who would treat her right. But never the guy they'd want to hold hands with, never the guy they'd want to make out or sleep with, never the guy they'd want to have a relationship with. Yeah, the first 22 years of my life were pretty sad, and it would have remained that way but for one life-changing moment. That fateful day when I was hugging Jenny Adams, crying in my arms from another broken heart, I remember the exact moment she looked up at me with big tears in her eyes and told me, "Why can't I just find a decent man to love me?" The pain I felt was excruciating. Being overlooked as a man, being passed over like I was non-existent, it was as though I meant nothing. And at that moment I decided, enough is enough. It's time to put a stop to all this. That's when I decided to go for a boot camp to give myself a different perspective in life, to change myself, to be a better man. And that's when I met JT at the ABCs of Attraction boot camp. The things I learned there were amazing. It gave me the confidence to meet women, have a great time, and then bring them home. For the next 4 months, those were the best times of my life, or so I thought. I couldn't stop going out, partying, meeting, and closing girls became an obsession. To the point that I was exhausted from going out. My newfound hobby was burning a huge hole in my wallet, and I thought to myself, surely there must be an easier way to bring girls home. And then it hit me. With the art of conversation I already learned, surely I could fine-tune it to allow me to close girls through various new age means like texting, Facebook, and email. Also, with dating apps now their age, men and women alike are flocking to use them. For example, over 45% of Tinder's users are women, and over 2 million matches are made every single day. The possibilities of meeting new women from the comfort of your own home have never been easier. I approached JT and told him, why can't we teach men how to approach women with this method? It's a great way to meet new women, and the absolute best thing about this, when approaching a woman in person, even the best pickup artists make mistakes. I mean, after all, we're all human here. But with messaging and texting, there is literally zero chance of failing. By the way, as you're not face-to-face with her, all nervousness you have communicating with her evaporates. You can take your time, copy, and paste the template openers we have for you. These are the tested ones, which have worked for us time and time again, which will ensure your success. Even if you make a mistake, you can always delete the message and start again. Think about it. At a club, pounding music, alpha males lurking at every corner, under pressure, the chances of making a mistake can be quite high. But through messaging and texting, you'll be able to take your time, plan your move, no pressure whatsoever, and score. With Get Girls From Home, we've made it so much easier for you. Now you too will be able to avoid that dreaded one single emotion that could utterly destroy your chances with her in a heartbeat. Get a woman hooked and sleep with her within a week. Make her see you as a dominant male, the type she's been craving for all this while. Master the science behind female psychology so you can think like her in order to get with her. Double or even triple your matches online with this one dirty little secret. Rediscover simple tricks you used back in kindergarten to draw hordes of women like a moth to a flame. Employ these 6 elements of attraction in your online profile to elevate your social eligibility instantly. Yeah, I get it a lot. This is absolutely the best program anyone would ever need in order to meet women online and get them to sleep with you. Getting this program should already be a no-brainer, but just when you thought Get Girls From Home could get any better, we've gone ahead and automatically upgraded you to our Ultimate Edition. Here's why. With your newfound success in chatting girls up over texting and messaging, what happens after she agrees to meet you in person? Forget about getting cold feet and being nervous. Forget about making a poor first impression. Forget about wondering if you'll even get to hold her hand or kiss her on the first date. Here's some of the mind-blowing techniques in our bonus modules. Create instant attraction the moment she lays her eyes on you for the first time. The 3-step seduction routine, which is going to make her connect with you despite how you look, and then lead them to lust for you, and finally, believing that it's destiny for you both to be together. With Vocal X, you'll be able to use your voice and words to control her emotions, relaxing her, turning her on, and making her deliriously happy. The first kiss is always the most important one. Remember the saying, take her breath away? Learn how kissing is done properly. She'll be literally begging you for more. Master role-playing. She'll feel like being your girlfriend even if it's your first night out. The only way to touch her. This will leave her longing for more. A lot of people believe this technique shouldn't be revealed, but hey, screw them. And a whole bucket load more underground techniques where that came from. These bonus modules valued at $197 is available to you at a jaw-dropping price of $0 when you sign up today. So here's the deal. Before I let you in, I'm going to ask you a question. What's the cost of a night out with your buddies, attempting to meet new women, buying them drinks, and then getting rejected? $100? Well, for way less than that, I'm going to guarantee that rejection will be a thing of the past. So for less than half that, for only a measly $47, we're going to change the rest of your life. It doesn't matter if she's an ex that you want to get back, office crush, or random girl online. Just like it worked for these guys, Get Girls From Home will also work for you. Period. From Peter N. Honestly, having him in your back pocket is like having all the cheat codes to a video game. Thanks again, Jesse. From TF. My world has changed around me. I find myself walking with better posture and more confidence. Even my everyday interactions with people at work has improved. I feel more respected by my peers. From CM. My biggest worry was that I would learn a bunch of stuff that was canned that I wouldn't feel comfortable using. I found out that I had no reason to worry because it is a structure that is taught, and we were encouraged to use things from our own lives to fit into the structure. I can sum up the material that I learned with one word: powerful. You know, at the end of the day, the price of the product really doesn't matter. I'll tell you why in just a bit. Even though Get Girls From Home is single-handedly the best dating product there is out there, even though this has been voted as possibly the most effective online pickup system there is, even though thousands of men just like you have used this and have been extremely successful with it, deep down, you need to know that the investment you're about to make is safe. And that's why I'm offering you my 60-day cast iron guarantee. Take this program for a spin. Download it right now. Learn and use every single strategy and technique. Chat, meet up, and bed more women than you can remember. Or hook up, date, and find true love and marry the girl of your dreams. At the end of the day, if you still feel that it was not worth at least 10 times what you had just paid, just drop me an email. You'll have every single cent refunded to you. No questions asked, no hoops to jump through, no BS. You'll get your money back with a virtual handshake and a smile, and we'll part as friends. Because if you're not wildly successful with it, I don't want your money. It just doesn't get any easier than this. Just click on the button below and you'll be instantly accessing your life-changing program. One last thing before I go, and this advice comes from the heart. Whatever you do today, know this. The one thing women hate the most, it isn't how we dress or how much we make. Nope, not even having a lack of manners. The one thing women absolutely hate is indecisiveness. Ask any woman you know, she'll tell you. It isn't confidence they are attracted to, and here's why. A decisive man gets all the women because he knows who he is, what he wants, and isn't afraid to go out and get it regardless of the obstacles. Now let me ask you this. What do you want? Right now there are 2 doors in front of you. Door number 1 leads you back to where you were. Same position, same state, same problems. In short, this leads you to the same life you're living right now. Lonely nights, living in a fantasy world, hoping that one day the girl of your dreams will drop from the sky, straight onto your lap, or being the Mr. Reliable that always ends up in the friend zone. Or there's door number 2, the door which fast-tracks your life to a whole new dimension, skyrocketing your social life, allowing you to meet unlimited girls from the comfort of your home, flirting, dating, and everything else. A world where meeting, talking to, and sleeping with women isn't a problem at all. You know what you want. Now all you need to do is make your first decision as a changed man. Click on the button below and access the program right now. I can't wait to hear about your success with Get Girls From Home. Thanks for watching. It's Jesse J, and I'll see you on the inside.